The night of Pinewood High's prom had arrived, and the gymnasium was transformed into a shimmering wonderland of lights and decorations. Laughter and music filled the air as couples danced and mingled, unaware of the dark force lurking beneath their feet. Months earlier, a group of students, led by the rebellious Tommy, had discovered an ancient book in the school's forgotten basement. Curiosity overtook them, and they recited a strange incantation found within its pages. Nothing happened, or so they thought. As the clock struck midnight, the atmosphere in the gymnasium changed abruptly. The lights flickered, casting eerie shadows across the room. A chilling wind swept through the gym, and the music distorted into a cacophony of screams and whispers. The decorations twisted into grotesque shapes, and the once joyous laughter turned to panicked cries. Tommy, who had been enjoying the prom with his date, felt a sudden, overwhelming dread. He turned to see his friends, their faces pale with terror. One by one, the students were seized by an invisible force, their bodies convulsing and eyes rolling back. The floor split open, revealing a gaping, fiery chasm from which demonic hands reached out, pulling students down into the abyss. The gymnasium became a scene of chaos. Some students tried to flee, but the exits were sealed by an unseen power. Others attempted to fight, but their efforts were futile against the malevolent spirits now possessing their classmates. The possessed students moved with unnatural speed and strength, their eyes glowing a sinister red as they hunted down the unpossessed. Tommy, determined to stop the horror he had unwittingly unleashed, sprinted towards the stage where the book lay open, its pages fluttering wildly. He grabbed it and began frantically searching for a counterspell. The room around him was a whirlwind of terror, with students screaming and demons cackling. Finally, he found the incantation and began to chant it with all his might. The demonic forces recoiled, their shrieks of rage filling the air. The chasm started to close, and the possessed students collapsed, released from the grip of the entities that had taken them. As the last word left Tommy's lips, the gymnasium returned to normal. The lights steadied, and the music ceased its haunting distortion. Exhausted and trembling, the students began to stir, confusion and fear etched on their faces. Tommy dropped the book, its cover now burnt and smoldering. The nightmare had ended, but the memory of that night would haunt Pinewood High forever. And in the shadows of the basement, the ancient evil lay dormant, waiting for the next curious soul to awaken it.